How's everybody doing? My name is Alan Roberts. Pleasure to be back with you. I hope everybody's had a great week. I've had a nice week off from this crazy shit. I got, I got to be honest. I've had a nice week off. Now I did, just so everybody understands, it was from a strike because I say true shit about COVID. But I gotta say, I thoroughly fucking enjoyed it, and I could have still gone live on Rumble and still gone live on Twitter and all like that, but I have a massive project I'm working on that I just used that time to work on that project. And honestly, it was extremely kind of refreshing to not do this. And don't get me wrong, I enjoy all of you showing up. Thank you for being here. Share my shit. I really don't dislike this, but sometimes I need a break from, you know, repetitively over and over and over again telling people true shit that they then think makes me super mean because I say it in a very blunt and sometimes sarcastically funny way. So for those of you out there that are upset by me on a regular basis because I, make you realize that you're fat and glutton yourself and it's horrible for you and the environment and everybody, this is funny. A massive project. You're coaching Ann O'Brien. I am not coaching Ann O'Brien. If I was, I wouldn't be able to tell you, but I can tell you that I'm not. I am not. Not one person has taken me up on the offer. Pretty much because, and I'm going to just go out here and I'm just going to talk freely. I believe most of them won't take me up on the offer because they think that I should die instead of be able to have free speech. Because most of these people, for some reason, think that it's justification to murder somebody if they say shit that causes you any type of little feet problems. To all those people, I say, if you end up on my neck of the woods, coming to do me in, tell your family to get their church clothes ready, because that's when the next time they're going to see you is in one. So it's wild to me how people have acted in this last week. It's another reason why I needed a week off. I think I needed some time off to reflect on society, where we're going as a society. Excuse me. One of the things that I think I'm decently gifted in is looking at the whole basic concept of what's going on and taking it all in. And we're headed down a very, very, very bad path, right? So and you guys can start asking questions and all sorts of shit. As a matter of fact, we're going to do this. I am going to show the comments on the stage. So your new comments will appear on the stage with me right over here, right there. But the same people that are celebrating the murder of a man in front of his wife and children publicly, literally, openly, publicly celebrating this, seem to have very little concept that the same premise that they're using to celebrate his death, his murder, could be applied to them. He said stuff you don't like, so therefore you think he should die. Like, you don't see where this is heading, people. Like, as a big heads up to everybody. What we're doing right now is unsustainable, right? I strongly suggest if people say stuff you don't like, that you ignore them. Because, very frankly, we live in America, and everybody should be able to say anything they fucking want at any given time. I find it disgusting that social media entities even amplify some voices and put other voices down. I find that completely disgusting. It's completely un-American. And I wish that the government would actually step in and do their motherfucking job and make it so that the social media entities weren't allowed to do that. It should be whoever speech is the most popular without being promoted or without being suppressed. That's who gets to talk the most, and that's fine. But I will also say this. I don't give a fuck about your majority rule, and I don't give a fuck about democracy, because I live in a constitutional republic, the last I fucking checked. And that means that if every fucking person in the United States thought I shouldn't have one of my rights that is granted to me by the Constitution, it wouldn't fucking matter. That's why it's a constitutional republic. That's why it's not a democracy. So all of you people out there like, we're losing our democracy. You've lost your fucking mind, and you never seem to have any intelligence. And very frankly, you're stupid as fuck. We do not live in a democracy. The founders talked very long and hard about how to make sure we don't live in a democracy. Now, if you want to live in your own democracy, I do highly suggest you move to California and secede, from the country, which would be awesome, by the way. awesome. Everybody's like, you couldn't survive without California. Bet me. Anyway, but also just I wanted to tell everybody, like, if there is no better time to get healthy right now, because very frankly, shit might get crazy. And if you are out of shape, and if you are overweight, it can be very, 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 very bad for you. Very, very bad. Everybody should think about how, if shit goes nuts, are you going to be able to get your medication if you're on medication for chronic illness? Like if you choose, by the way, because most people that are type 2 diabetic, by the way, you choose to be type 2 diabetic. You may not realize you choose it because stupid, but type 2 diabetes is almost completely manageable, avoidable, or mitigatable by lifestyle and diet. That's fact. And you may not hear that from your doctor because, sadly enough, I have a much better track record for helping people reverse type 2 diabetes and get people off all their medications than any fucking doctor. Like, the average doctor compared to me is not even fucking close. And I can say that confidently because I have facts to prove it, because there's probably been a good 20 or 30 or 40 even people from our coaching over the years that have gotten off all of their diabetes medications and are no longer insulin resistant because we help them not fuck their lifestyle up. We help them unfuck their lifestyle. And very frankly, doctors don't cure shit. They just keep you as sick as they can for as long as they can to make as much money off you as they can. Reality exists. Let's see. Google Chrome just tried to send me something. I would like to tell everybody that I am celebrating my day 1,713 days in a row, no binge. That's pretty good to me. I have a little tracker here that I'm using. It also tracks ultra-processed foods and all sorts of stuff like that. So I'm very, very, very pleased with it. Very, very, very happy. 1,713 days. It's wild. Wow. So let's see. I would never say I agree with Kirk's message, but it's horrendous how so many. What do you disagree about it? I don't agree with it all. I'm just wondering what you disagree with it about. Because there's a big thing about that too. There's a lot of people that say, "Oh, he's a horrible person." Show me. Like saying he's a racist. Show me. Just because he said true shit about statistics and facts does not make a person a racist. It makes them truthful. If anything, it makes it so they're not racist because they actually speak the truth about things. It's racist to be like, oh, this person's a certain color, so I can't talk about these things because they're a certain color. That's fucking racist. Does everybody understand that? So, Sasha, I'm interested to hear what exactly didn't you agree with Kirk's message about? That you should try to make the best of yourself no matter what color you are, or sexuality you are. There's actually like video of him saying this shit. So he always says, like, don't ever let anybody hold you back or give you false expectations. Like, don't get me wrong, he was a big Bible thumper too, and I'm an atheist, so there's a lot of his message I don't agree with also. But if it's that stuff where you think he's a racist or a homophobe or something like that, that's not true. So just putting that out there. And if you're one of those people that disagrees with me, show me a full-length video of him saying racist shit and him being racist. Show it to me. The full length, not the clips you get from, Rachel Maddow or Jimmy Kimmel or any of those fucking, fuckheads. Show me the whole thing. I'd be interested. Honestly, if you can find a full-length video where he is just like, dropping the N-bomb and, saying that black people are nothing and everything like that. Like if you can find that for me, please do let me know. Please do. If you can find a video where he's saying that anything bad should happen to anybody of any demographic, please let me know. I would love to hear it, because unfortunately I have watched a lot of his shit, especially over the last week. So, and this is right. One thing I couldn't, I agree. Because here's my thing. I don't think it's anybody else's business. You have a right to privacy, one. And two, like, I worry about my individual liberty. So I agree 100%. I do think that that's a very weird issue that people talk about all the time when it is really not it shouldn't even be up to law. It shouldn't even be, the government should be out of our lives in so many fucking ways. It's ridiculous. So, but they stay in our lives. So. Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. I understand that. I'm the same. I don't agree with. I don't agree with a lot of what he says. I don't agree with the church stuff either. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not against religious people. As a matter of fact, you can find on my Twitter that I say a lot more people, a lot more people need Jesus, because most of the lemmings need some moral compass. I mean, I think we're proving that right now by the fucking idiot women that are downing Tylenol while they're pregnant to try to fucking stick it to Trump and causing themselves to go in liver failure. Does everybody know that one of the leading causes of liver failure in the United States is Tylenol overdose? Like, it is not healthy for you. Like, NSAIDs themselves are very unhealthy for you. Non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs is what they are. NSAIDs. So ibuprofen, acetaminophen, it's not good for you. You shouldn't take acetaminophen unless your fever is dangerously high. People that take acetaminophen for pain, well, you're just a pussy, one. And two, you are hurting yourself. It's probably not even making the pain better. It's probably making it last longer. You know, fevers are a good thing if they're not life-threatening. Just everybody grasp that, right? Your fever is a sign your body is using its immune system to fight off some sort of pathogen. And yeah, that's why I said acetaminophen and NSAIDs and ibuprofen and shit like that. That's why I said that. Please quote me correctly if you're going to try to correct me. Anyway, this is right. This is very good. I love this. We can all agree to disagree. It's about being open and understanding the other side. Life has a weird way of coming full circle as we age and often change. My views have not really changed. The only thing about my views that have changed is that I distrust the government even more than I already did 20 years ago, because I already distrusted the government radically 20 years ago. And I think all politicians are in some way captured. And very frankly, we just need less government. I have very, very, very much thought that for a long time. But I completely agree. Completely agree with that. But even NSAIDs with ibuprofen, they eat at the stomach lining. They're very horrible for your kidneys. They're also, like, to a great degree, and Crystal and I talk about this all the time, people try to mask pain that is actually a good thing. Pain is not a bad thing. I hope everybody understands that. Like, don't get me wrong, if it is pain to the point where, like, you can't function, that's one thing. But I will say this. There are many, many, many people that do not put their bodies through any type of taxing behavior. They do not put their bodies through any type of stress at all. And when they feel the slightest bit of pain, in their mind, it is a massive amount of pain. Whereas to people that, I don't know, have broken a lot of bones and their face has been fucked up, and like me and shit like that, like, my pain threshold is pretty fucking crazy. I mean, pain is a signal. Pain is a signal that something is wrong or something is being fixed. Inflammation is a good thing when it's not systemic low-grade inflammation. Like inflammation that's caused by, like, say you get a hit in the arm and it swells up. That swelling is trying to protect the injury and is trying to, like, heal the wound. When you try to reduce the inflammation, it definitely is bad. However, there is the systemic low-grade inflammation that happens when people glutton themselves to obesity. Now that's bad, because that is not acute inflammatory instance. Acute inflammatory instances are to protect and help heal. Systemic long-term inflammation is going to kill you, fat people. As I've always said. I can imagine childbirth is painful, but I will remind you this: women gave birth to children for eons before there was pain meds, and I mean eons and eons, right? So I'm not saying women that you should go through childbirth without pain medications. I fucking certainly would. If I was a woman and I was going to give birth, I would certainly want some sort of fucking medication to help take the fucking edge off that shit. But very frankly, like, we are a society that just is basically pussifying ourselves by not allowing ourselves to experience the pain we're supposed to experience, so we learn the lessons that we're supposed to learn. For instance, it is a high prevalence that morbidly obese people will take either ibuprofen or acetaminophen products almost on a daily basis because they're in some sort of pain every day because fat as fuck. So that is also very bad for them. That doesn't actually help them. And while it may mask some of the inflammatory symptoms that they're feeling, it does not actually help them, because if they actually experience the inflammatory issues that they were dealing with and they, I don't know, adulted, they would then change. It's the same thing as how if morbidly obese people or people that eat, drink, or smoke themselves to lifestyle-driven illness, that if they had to have the consequences of paying for it all out of their pocket because they literally did it to themselves, maybe they wouldn't do it to themselves at such a high prevalence and they would stop sooner and reverse their shit. But instead, we make it so that they don't have to feel the pain of financial burden, of direct financial burden of the position they put themselves and the rest of society in, because the rest of society then supplements it, which frankly is another way that we just are pussifying society. If you eat, drink, or smoke yourself to a chronic illness, you should pay for all that shit out of your own pocket, and I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks about me for saying that. Just saying. Let's see here. I've done that before, but I don't do it now. I literally don't do it now. I don't do anything now. Some caffeine, that's it. But I can admit, for some people it helps. For some people it makes it worse, by the way. Some people, THC and CBD help with your sleep and help relax you and everything like that. And for some people, it makes them fucking manic. Just you got to watch out. I do have another thing too, though. That's another thing also. We have society basically, trying to avoid being upset by shit by going on all sorts of SSRIs, and just so everybody grasps, and you can research this on your own. Like I said, I'm just like everybody else. I challenge you to research the shit I say and prove me wrong on a daily basis. You can go ahead and try, but it'll be fun. But so many people are on SSRIs, which is selective serotonin receptor inhibitor. So many people are on them that it's shown that there is no benefit for them, right? If you have mild to medium depression, there is no data that shows that SSRIs do a fuck thing for you except give you side effects, which does make it also against the doctor's Hippocratic oath, which again, I'm going to say, how does a general practitioner know to prescribe you some sort of SSRI when they receive no mental health training? They just say, oh, you're depressed, here, take this pill. What the fuck? It's insane. And they do that before even lifestyle intervention. Like, you're depressed. Here's my first thing for depressed. Go the fuck outside, get in the sun. Go for a fucking walk. Stop drinking all the fucking soda. Stop drinking all the fucking sugar products. Stop eating ultra-processed foods altogether. If you are depressed, stop eating ultra-processed foods altogether. Get yourself up, go for a walk, drink some fucking water, get out in the sunlight, and then see if you're still depressed. If you're still depressed, maybe think like, well, if you're going through a life experience, maybe you're not supposed to be happy at that fucking point in time. It makes you appreciate the good shit later. But also, maybe, just maybe, they don't give a fuck if you're happy or not. They hope you get the side effects from SSRIs, which, by the way, does include suicidal ideation, violent tendencies, not to mention all of the other possible liver damage and everything like that from taking a pill every single fucking day. But so just keep that in mind. But for most of you that are on SSRIs that have medium to mild depression, which, by the way, they also convince you that your depression is fucking way worse than what it is. Sometimes shit just happens. It's not going to make you happy. It should not be masked even. Because again, then you learn the lessons you need to learn and try to fucking adjust your life and everything like that. So while I understand where people are coming from with like, you don't want to feel, any type of boohoo, you're killing yourself. And very frankly, you could be killing other people too, because there is a black box warning for suicidal tendencies and shit like that on SSRIs. But yet doctors will still just issue it out like, oh, you're a little mild depressed here. Take this black box warning that might make you jump off a bridge. It's fucking crazy. Like, absolutely goddamn insane. I don't even know why it's so anymore. It's just gotten to the point where society's wrecked, like literally wrecked. I don't think we're coming back from this. Like, everybody grasps that, right? Like, we are at such a polarized odds that it cannot possibly, we cannot possibly get back. I really don't think that we can get it back to the point where it's going to be right again. Like, I just don't, but I hope we can. I just doubt it to a great degree. Alan, my friend was given Zoloft by her doctor. I thought that stuff was taken off the market. I don't think Zoloft was taken off the market. I just think it kills people. They have a lot of shit on the market that kills people. Fuck. Listen, they're willing to inject newborn babies with the Hep B vaccine after they've already tested the mother for Hep B. If the mother doesn't have Hep B, the only way the baby is going to get Hep B is through intravenous drug use or sex. And both of those would be massive fucking problems. So, but they'll inject the baby with it anyway, even though no, there not one, and this upsets people when I say this, not one vaccine is actually safe. They all have side effects. All of them. They all have side effects. They may be much smaller and some may be much bigger, but they all have side effects. So just volunteering your child to be given a vaccine, especially the Hep B vaccine, when, again, the only way you get Hep B, if the mother does not have it, which the mother is tested before childbirth, is that the baby would be using intravenous drugs or having sex. Fucking crazy. So related, do you also suspect that the ideation that is the side effect of GLP-1 agonists may have a little to do with without the crutch of, may have to do with a life without the crutch of alcohol or drugs? No. I'm starting to see people that are addicted to the GLP-1s, and the GLP-1s are very dangerous. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Like the GLP-1s should have already been pulled from the market. Like there's many, they have a $2 billion lawsuit against them right now. They should already be pulled from the market. People have died from it, and people have gone blind. People lose their gallbladders, everything like that. They should have already been pulled from the market. It's wild to me how people just accept these things, and because you're told it's okay and pharma's good. How did we get through? I just don't understand like the process of trusting the healthcare industry after they fucked up COVID so bad. I mean, how can you guys get there? And if you don't think they fucked up COVID and you think I'm lying, prove me wrong. I will guarantee you can't. I've written a book about it called, it was never called Your Health. It was never about your health. Excuse me. It was never about your health. The COVID pandemic. I pronounced my own book wrong. It's on Amazon right now. You can go get it. I mean, it's ridiculous, right? How some of you still trust the healthcare industry makes me fucking, I don't get it, right? They literally told you to wear a diaper on your face, bitches. And you're like, oh, we got to trust them now. Now that they wanted to stick me with an experimental gene therapy produced by historically corrupt companies and a historically corrupt industry that had full liability protection that was produced in a fraction of the time taken for any type of true safety data to keep my job. Yeah, I definitely want to trust them enough that I'm going to inject myself weekly for a Gila monster type venom that is supposed to literally make me have, like, it's known that it makes you have nausea. It's known that it does all these things. Not to mention that it just makes people go blind and shit. It causes people to die. Like, it's so ridiculous that people are like, I love my Mounjaro. I love my GLP-1. Like, you are stupid as fuck. Stupid. And they literally know that when you go off of these things, most of the weight comes back. As a matter of fact, let me get something. I actually have a video. I was gonna do a full video about it, but I just honestly, I enjoyed my fucking week off. I really did fucking so much. I mean, I worked on this project goddamn nonstop. But oh, there she is. I had another. We can talk about that too. So many crazies. Oh, we're gonna talk about tests here in a second too. Yeah. Having fun. I'm gonna download this one. I'm downloading a few videos here, guys, so we can discuss. And so many fucked up people. It really is just wildly fucked up people. Save that one. Huh. But it's basically about people like coming off their GLP-1 and like, you're going to have to pull that from my dead hands because I don't like it. Like, it's like you don't like life. You know, like you want to be stuck injecting yourself every fucking day. It's crazy. Oh, here it is. Give me 1 second. B6. Oh, the GLP-1 commercials are all insane too. I completely agree with you. Completely. All right. Let's see. Video found. Desktop. This one. Listen to this lady. This is insane.
Taking another break for my GLP this week, and here's how it's going. I don't like it. You will have to bury me with tirzepatide. Bury me with it, because I'm never, ever stopping this long term. Never.
Want to bet? You want to bet? You want to bet? Because I bet you do. I bet you at some point in time it forces you to, because I challenge anybody to tell me the logical rationale behind a medication that has such severe known side effects with almost every user, that when your body gets used to something like that, like it's the same thing. Like just picture this, right? So when you get really fucking drunk the first time, you're hungover, most people, the next day. Like like your body is like, wow, there's a lot of fucking poison in me. I'm fucked up. And your body makes you pay for it, right? So after a while, if you drink often, you don't really get hungover anymore. And that's a problem, because then you're not feeling the deleterious side effects instantaneously from it. Now you're setting yourselves up to feel the long-term side effects. So I challenge anybody to think or tell me how it's not logical to think that when people all of a sudden become used to the side effects from GLP-1s, that's a good thing. It's not a good thing, in my opinion, because now you basically have gotten used to the hangover. And now you're just going to keep taking that shit and taking that shit and taking that shit and taking that shit. And you know what eventually happens to alcoholics? Their body starts breaking the fuck down. They may not get hangovers anymore, but their body says, fuck it, I'm done. And at some point in time, that's going to happen, because guess what? If you're on a GLP-1 and you've been on it for a couple of years, you're part of an experiment, because they have no fucking idea how this is going to treat you after you've been on it for 10 years. And I mean none. They have zero long-term studies of any consequence, especially placebo-driven studies, about the safety and efficacy of these drugs. The longest study that I believe they have is 4 years of any type of population level size. And that showed that after 4 years of being on Wegovy, you lost 10% of your body mass and kept it off. For some people, that's like 20 fucking pounds. Wild. But you're going to stay on it for 4 fucking years and definitely be wearing that shit out. Good for you, you dumb fuck. Now, don't get me wrong. I think it's a tool, and I think it should be, if people want to use it, I'll help you. No shit. I've even got a product coming out. Not product, but anyway, I got something coming out that'll help people that are on those medications to make the most out of it, build healthy lifestyle habits. That way they can ease themselves off of it. And I will work with anybody. And by the way, I will work with anybody. I don't give a fuck about your political affiliation. I don't give a fuck if you hate me. You can work with Crystal. I mean, I wouldn't talk shit on me, because she's not one to talk shit to about me. But I'll work with anybody. And let me get our link here. We have a holiday 6-month special going on to help you get through the holidays, to help you get through the winter months. I can find it. Holiday 6-month special. Here it is. Our coaching is daily communication, weekly video conferences. And I got to tell you, the prices are about to skyrocket, because we have other shit going on, and we are completely changing this around a little bit. So I do highly suggest that anybody that can, make sure that you make sure if you're going to get coaching, you get coaching now. It'll never be this price again, ever. I can guarantee it, ever, because we've got a huge project coming up that's going to, take some focus. Anyway, and we only have a few spots open for that too. So hang on a second. I got to make sure. And okay, yeah, we have a couple slots open. Get it while you can. But see here. Oh, by the way, everybody go subscribe to my backup channel, just in case they give me another strike on here. I will be going live. It's Alan Roberts Uncensored. You can find it, hopefully, unless they've buried that one too. I don't know. For being a winter sports kind of girl, it's the summer months that mess me up. Well, you can use the winter to help get healthier habits and stay that way. I've lost 12.5 pounds because of you so far. Hell yeah, motherfucker. Great job. Great job. Congratulations. So like I said, I'll do any full Q&A. Let's see what a couple other videos I have here that I wanted to talk about. Let's see what this one is.
Policing fat people's food, and you need to mind your own macros. There's only one person.
Hang on. I gotta do this. Remove. I'm fucking huge right now. There we go. This is interesting. There's a little exchange I had with this person.
Has any say to stop.
So this is this Lose It girl. This is her dietitian, right? So everybody does realize that dietitians, their entire curriculum is made by Nestle, just about. Like Nestle and big food companies write the curriculum. They are taught the fucking food pyramid. Like that's how stupid it is, right? And this, they get very cocky. Even though if you want to compare records of coaching, we can do that anytime. And if you want to compare knowledge and actual like science and shit like that, me and you, anytime. But listen to this.
Y'all need to stop policing fat people's food, and you need to mind your own macros.
So you need to stop sharing your food if you don't want people commenting on it, and you need to understand that you can't tell people to do fuck shit. This is one of my biggest pet peeves with all the fat people that fucking post their food and all that shit. They want interaction. Like Chunky over here, she wants interaction. Make no mistake about it. She wants people to interact with her, right? But only positively. So now people are interacting in a negative way, saying maybe you should do this, maybe you should do that. And she's pissed about it. Like she acts like she's like, I'm sorry, but this video itself, this means that she is stressed about it, which means that this person who is her dietitian should tell her to get off the fucking internet for a while she's trying to help her, because stress is a huge factor in hunger, metabolism, and lifestyle. Huge factor. Anybody that has been a coaching client of mine can tell you, or listened to me at all, or read my book, Hunger Free and Happy, can tell you that there is an entire section on stress management, how to find the best stress management techniques for you, how to grade your stress, the things that might affect stress levels and cortisol levels, such as hydration, sleep, activity, those sorts of things. And for this person to, instead of talk to her client in private by saying, like, this video seems like it stressed you, maybe we shouldn't share your food, maybe we should just focus on, you getting better and losing weight. Instead, she makes this video to promote herself and say how right she is, because listen to how this goes.
There's only one person watching these videos that has
her. Yeah, she's the only person that has a right to say anything about the publicly posted videos. You fucking idiots.
Any say on what I eat, and that's my dietitian. And if she has a problem with it,
mind your own macros. No, make me. It's wild how people are like, you shouldn't do this. Too fucking bad. I don't care. What now? What the fuck you think you're going to do? Right? It's like people want to post shit online and then somehow set boundaries for people on how they can interact with their publicly posted fucking shit. Here's why people are making fun of you. You are not losing weight very fast, and you are posting as if you know what the fuck you're talking about. It is a huge pet peeve for a lot of people like me, because you are now, it's like the glitter and lasers bullshit. She tries to tell people how to work out now. She tries to tell people how to diet. They all try to tell people what they should or should not be doing. Alexander Rodriguez, all those fucking stupid idiots, right? They all of a sudden, the second they decide they're going to do something, they are a fucking expert. I'm going to lose weight, so I'm an expert. I don't need to listen. Remember fucking April Lauren? She's gone again too. Remember her? I predicted every fucking problem she was going to have, stage by stage by stage, and it all came true because I actually know what the fuck I'm doing, and she didn't. She didn't want to listen because she's going to do what's right for her. What was right for you led you to regain your 100 pounds and need surgery. One more time. I fucking told you so. Hang on. I'm not saying Zipbound does not have symptoms, but I have lost 145 pounds using it and exercising. I am certain without it, I would still be morbidly obese. I have no side effects. The side effect is you have not built up the habits that would make it so you could keep that weight off without it. That's the side effect that you're experiencing. And that's the side effect you're only experiencing right now. And I'm happy for you, 145 pounds. Everybody congratulate this woman. But to think that it is not deleterious to your body to inject something that is that harsh and toxic is kind of ridiculous. Again, Patty, I'm not trying to be hard on you. But the side effect you are having right now is you admitting that you would still be morbidly obese without it. Because that means that you think if you go off it, you're going to be morbidly obese again. And the side effect is you have not learned the life lessons that life would teach you in order to lose weight. There is not one person that if they really, 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 really wanted to or had to, could not stop shoveling food in their face. because that's all that drug did to you. It did not increase your metabolism, except outside of motivating you to exercise. It did not do anything like that. It slowed your gastric emptying, and it made you nauseous. Or it artificially replicates GLP-1, which is a naturally produced thing in the body. Which, by the way, if you want more GLP-1, eat steak and beef and eggs, because the diet predominantly of healthy fats and protein increases natural GLP-1 production by 30 to 40%. And then if you want that to work even better, take no morbidity and alchemy. Your blood, I mean, it's insane to me that people don't understand this. And again, not knocking you. I'm glad you lost the weight, but I want you to think about it. That's the side effect you're experiencing. You have not learned the life lessons you need to learn or built the habits without it in order to sustain yourself without it. Let's see. It's deliberate. We can't and won't come back because the powers that. Yes, I completely agree with there. Completely. For the last time, if you don't want people online commenting on things, don't post. That's it exactly. Listen to this.
She would let me know.
The whole hands on the hip thing bullshit. I mean, like, just first of all, because a school that is, again, funded by Nestle says that you are some sort of nutrition expert does not mean you're a nutrition expert. And very frankly, this woman is losing weight at an incredibly slow pace. Now, I understand she's probably, minding her binging disorder, but here's reality. I followed up and I looked at another one of this woman's, this Lose It Log video woman. I looked something up. She's on like 26 to 2,700 calories a day. Or 24 to 25 or something like that. First of all, you're still going to end up being morbidly obese on those calories. You're going to have to reduce them again. And I hope that the fucking numbnuts that you call a dietitian has told you that. But also, why do you have this person still eating ultra-processed food? Because there's absolutely no fucking way that a person can get in that many calories on a consistent basis while eating ultra-processed food. If you want to lose weight, if you want to be healthy, the best thing you can do is make ultra-processed food about a 5 to 10% minority of your total weekly caloric intake. That's what it should be. I wish there was, I actually keep track of my ultra-processed food consumption with an app. But because very frankly, that is the thing that keeps me healthy and keeps me not fat. As long as I don't eat ultra-processed foods in any high prevalence, I do not worry about gaining weight back. As long as I can stay away from that, I stay away from binging. As long as I can stay away from binging, I stay alive. Let's see. 22 months after baby 3, I'm down 113 pounds at 5 foot and 37 years old. I'm down 213 pounds. I thought you said down 113 pounds. Oh, damn. That's the best I've been since high school. All because of Alan's tips and voice reminding him, fuck being fat. Everybody congratulate this person. Boom. And congratulations on baby number 3. Children are a gift. I agree, and I've worked really hard to learn new habits and eating more whole foods. I don't rely on Zepbound any longer, but I did it did me to do something. Well, that's great. That's great. I hope you don't have any long-term negative effects. I really do. I mean, I honestly mean that too. However, the story seemed to have changed there. And let's see. Oh, thank you very much. I'll be back probably tomorrow too. I don't know. Daniel Anderson, how you doing? And let's see here. Let's do the next one, shall we? Oh, wait. We got to watch this one. Yeah. So she's deleted this insanity. This complete insanity. But we got to watch. We got to watch it. So, this is the woman that has just written a book to help guide your teens and tweens on how it's okay to be fucking circus sized. This is Miss Tess Holiday. How you doing, Tess? I know you watch. I know you watch, by the way, because people told me you watch. That's what's funny about it. I know you watch me because you can't resist because I talk shit that is true, and there's not a fuck thing you can do about it. What's up? How you doing? Oh wait, hang on. We'll answer this one real quick. Are there any specific named metabolic boosting vitamins in certain foods? Nope. There are not. There are certain vitamins that you might be deficient in that if you eat more of, that might help your metabolism. I do believe that almost everybody in America is vitamin D deficient besides a few people. You should be taking about 4,000 IUs a day. It's good for metabolism, immune health, everything like that. Like there's stuff like that. But if you're looking to boost your metabolism, put some muscle mass on you and go work out. There you go. All right, here we go. This is Miss Tess Holiday throwing a hissy fit that she is now deleted, but I grabbed.
You know, if you love yourself, you would take an Ozempic. You know, if you really love yourself, you would stick around and watch your kids grow up, even though one of them is almost 20 and in college.
So, who is she talking to? And by the way, 20 and in college is far from growing up. I mean, look at you.
But you would still stick around. But if you really loved yourself, you would suck a fart from my butt. But if you really loved yourself, you would lose weight. Oh my God, you've doubled in size since I started following you.
You have doubled in size since most people started following you. Everybody go look at her now and look at her from the, even from the fucking Cosmo fucking cover. She's fucking huge now. Like huge. Like, has to wear flats because fucking any type of heel is going to fucking go through the floor. Huge.
I just can't believe that you don't love yourself enough to lose weight to make me feel happy and better in my body so I don't have to go to therapy.
No, I feel great in my body. I just know that you're a fucking disproportionate societal burden and you are the mother of a young child who you are going to be nothing but a memory to in about 10 years. I mean, this woman is fucking upset.
And I can project all my insecurities and how much I really hate myself, even though I'm not fat anymore, on you. You know, if you really loved yourself, you wouldn't write a book to help
She's talking to me.
children help love themselves, because people that love themselves don't do that. They don't.
You didn't write that book to help children. You wrote that book to try to speak about yourself. In that book, when we did a review on it on this channel, in that book, there are so many instances where she is talking so far above teens and tweens' heads and like just egregiously bragging or talking about herself. She wrote that book for her, All right. If you guys are going to get the coaching, you better get it quick. Here is the 6-month coaching. Grasp that.
Just sit around, staring in a mirror, thinking, wow, you really are something. You know, if you really love yourself, you would just stop eating 50 cheeseburgers a day. But I don't want to stop. I want to eat 50 cheeseburgers a day. You're fat. You know, if you really love yourself, you wouldn't even breathe the same air I breathe, because this air is for non-fatties, and you're too fat to breathe this air. And if you really loved yourself, you wouldn't be selling lifetime memberships to the World Obesity Health Epidemic Hotline, because people really want to lose weight, and you are preventing everyone from the entire world from ever losing weight, because you are telling people to
She's totally crashing out. I fucking love it.
be obese. And if you really loved yourself, you would probably be happier, but you're not, because you're fat, disgusting.
Way to show everybody you're unbothered, Tess. Way to show everybody that you're totally fine. Totally fine. Totally. You're doing great. Doing absolutely great. So funny. Let's see here. This young man right here. I've got 2 of them. Let's see if I can. There it is. All right. I'm going to get going here in a minute, too. I'm going to go spend time with the wife, work on the project. Looking like a thumb from Spy Kids. We're funny in my family. That's fucking great. That's a good one. Very good one. Now I'm picturing it. It's not like we didn't watch that movie fucking forever times. All right, here we go.
Fasting right now is really unhealthy. You guys know earlier this week I slipped up and I made food late at night after I was already done with my calories for the day. And fasting is a really weird thing because after I get done doing it, I feel amazing. But sometimes I need to make sure that I'm doing it for the right reasons. I don't know if this
The right reasons would be that you're enormous. You should eat 1 meal a day at maximum.
video is going to be able to stay up or not because I'm using the F word. But it sucks because I was planning on doing that today, but I am really struggling with it and I'm not enjoying it today at all. And I
think you've enjoyed too much food to begin with, bro. I think it's like people can't even understand that sometimes shit's not going to be pleasurable. Sometimes when you have, I don't know, fucked up for decades on a daily basis, sometimes you're going to have to go through some shit that's not enjoyable. That just, it might not be your favorite thing. You should do it anyway, though, because if you don't, that means you're just fucking weak, right?
honestly think it's because right now I'm doing it to punish myself for my actions instead of doing it because I actually want to reap the benefits of it. And I think
so. If you were going to do it anyway, if it was going to be the normal procedure that you were going to do anyway, that you enjoy, you should do, like if you binge, which is what he's talking about. He binged last night. Again, hang on, let me check my app. 1,713 days, no binge. But so he binged. You should operate as normal the next day, right? Like if I were to binge tonight, I would make sure that tomorrow I woke up, I drank about a gallon of water during the day before midday, and then I would I got you. I got you. We'll talk. But the thing is, you should do the same shit you were going to do. You shouldn't undereat. You shouldn't overeat. You shouldn't do anything like that. It should be another day. You should take a step back and think what led to that. And it sounds to me like you just fucking let yourself go and fucking ate shit. But you're a 500-pound person, and I gotta say, you should be proud of yourself for even admitting it to yourself or admitting it to anybody, because very realistically, fat people lie about what they eat. I know I did. But let's continue.
psychologically getting the weight down before the weekly weigh-ins is part of why I wanted to do it today as well. I might need therapy or something. But at the end of the day, the amount of calories and stuff I'm eating now is just so
I might need therapy or something. If I can feel you approaching me from the tremors in the ground, you need fucking therapy. If you have to literally fucking move shit out of the way to get to your penis to take a piss, you need fucking therapy. Look, and I mean this in the most respectful fucking way possible, bro. Look what the fuck you've done to yourself. Do you think a mentally well person would do that to themselves? I will say that you at least have binge eating. Binge eating is definitely a psychological issue triggered by many physical triggers. I mean, that's fucking insane to me. I might need therapy. Yeah, no fuck, dude. Like, no shit. I completely goddamn agree. New rule: if your weight starts with a 3 or more, seek therapy. Absolutely, bro. And I say bro, but that's my son. Absolutely, son. But absolutely, if your number starts with a 3, you definitely should seek some therapy. So let's do one more here, and then I'm out. I'm outie 5,000. Here we go. Let's see if this might be the same one.
with food and fasting right now.
No, it is the same one. God damn it. Video. Let's do this one.
How many calories we burn every day?
We basically plugged our...
How many calories we burn every day?
Here we go. So this one's wild. This one is absolutely wild. I feel bad for him. Right? But, I mean, as much as I can, because he did this to himself.
We're going to find out how many calories we burn every day.
We basically plugged our nose and
God, he's just big. Big.
had to breathe through our mouth in and out of this tube for about 20 minutes.
So if I didn't move, like if I didn't do any activity, I would still be burning 4,500 calories a day.
That is correct.
So imagine how much you fucking eat So he just admitted if he doesn't move, he burns 4,500 fucking calories a day.
Wow. Learning I had a fast metabolism was the last thing I thought was going to happen today.
Bro, you do not have a fast metabolism. You're fucking gigantic. You do not have a fast metabolism. You are just goddamn gigantic.
It is Danny's turn. So according to this thing, I am 50.1% body fat right now, which means
Electric impedance body fat registers are completely bullshit, just so everybody knows.
I have about 248 pounds of fat on my body. And my goal is to get down to about 15%. According to the test today, my body is burning 4,500 calories a day at rest.
So, bro, I can guarantee you don't have like 250 pounds of lean mass on you. 100% I can guarantee that shit. Like 100% I guarantee you don't have fucking you do not have 200 and plus pounds. You do not have 220 pounds of lean mass on you at all. Like the people used to estimate. I used to get mine estimated when I was about 300 pounds, and it looked like I had about 200 pounds of lean mass on me. I'm going to let you know that when you finally fucking get the fat off you, you're not going to have close to that. Very frankly, you're probably going to have somewhere around 160 pounds of lean mass.
Rest. This isn't include any activity. Notice how it says I should be eating 4,500 calories to lose weight because that would put me in a 2,000 calorie deficit. And apparently, I actually have a fast metabolism. And I've been eating like 22 to
You do not have a fast metabolism. Now listen to what he says here.
put me in a 2,000 calorie deficit. And apparently, I actually have a fast metabolism. And I've been eating like 22 to 2,500 this past couple months. That honestly just leaves me with more questions on why the scale hasn't moved. But we're filling.
The scale hasn't moved because you fucking lie. That's why. The scale hasn't moved because you are eating 4,500 fucking calories a day. The scale hasn't moved because you are fucking enormous and you are lying about the amount of food you are fucking eating. Period. So you've had all the tests done. They would have told you if you had something wrong with your thyroid, which even then, that would only be about a 400 to 500 calorie hit for somebody your fucking size. Just saying. So you are lying about your food. That's why. That's what's happening. You are lying. You are a liar. And don't get me wrong, bro. Everybody that's big, that's your size, lies about that shit. Everybody does. For fuck's sake. Tess Holiday still claims she has anorexia. I mean, dude, you're a liar. That's what's problem. And I'm not meaning that in like the harsh way. I'm just saying it's because you're lying about your food. Like right now, like to the audience, you are lying about your food right now. I'm only eating like 2,200 calories, but the scale's not moving. Bro, then I got a newsflash for you. Here's the options for you. The test you just took is completely fucking wrong, because if you're eating 2,200 calories and not losing weight, that means your metabolism is about 2,200 a day, not the 4,500. Or you are fucking lying about your food. That's the end of it. There's not even really a question about that, right? So listen, I'll do a couple Q&A real quick from this. I see some guy on TikTok and I think he weighs 483. Fucking crazy. Fast metabolism. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's because you're fucking enormous. You're enormous. That's why. It's absolutely insane how people even find time to a day to glutton themselves that much. That's so much food. So much food. Let's see here. His metabolism is fast like a snail. Yep, exactly. It's wild that people think this, you know. All right, folks. Any last questions? And by the way, one more time. Here is the link to get our coaching. Oh shit. I gotta go get the link again. Here's a link to get our coaching. It's daily communication, weekly video conferences. We help adjust your lifestyle bit by bit by bit in your own private chat. We've got some new, really cool things coming for the coaching too, which is also why it will never, ever be this price again. I can guarantee it. Ever. This is very inexpensive. Lying and definitely not drinking enough water. I would say that too, but here's the thing. I bet he should probably only drink like the whole ounce a day per pound of body mass. I always tell people an ounce a day per pound of your ideal body mass. For somebody his size, Him drinking 483 ounces of fluid in a day would deplete him so much of so many minerals that it would be bad for him. So, I mean, he's medically in a very, very fucking tough spot. That's why you don't get yourself fucking fat as fuck. But one more time, here's where you can get the coaching. My name's Alan Roberts. I will be back probably Monday. I might be back tomorrow. I don't know. It depends on how I feel about shit. But I hope all of you are having a fabulous, fabulous, fabulous week. And remember, there's never been a better time to get healthy because, very frankly, the world is insane and it will be a lot better on you if the world goes completely nuts again. If you're healthy, then not healthy. I hope you all have a great day. God damn.